What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be taking my Subaru to have one of the best Subaru tuner out there take a look, KevinTune. Alright guys, so I made it to the famous KevinTune. Every guy that I meet out there, 80% of the time when I talk about Subaru, they'd be like, oh, KevinTune? These are just complete strangers I don't even know, and then they know KevinTune. So this is the man. What's up, Kevin?
What's up?
Before we move on, basically you saw my other video that I just barely got the Subaru right here. One of my goals is to drive the Subaru to the Arctic Circle, which is way past Alaska. So I'll be start doing some maintenance on this car, getting it ready for long trips. And I messaged Kevin on Facebook saying that can he just take a look at it today and see what I need, and then we can plan some maintenance and have Kevin work on the Subaru. Kevin, can you give us a little bit intro about yourself?
So I started Subarus 15 years ago. Subaru's Evos, I have an Evo in there, 06 Evo 9R, bunch of Subarus in the back. So I started playing my own car, and I started tuning, doing my own work, because here in the Central Valley, it's really, it's kind of a distance for everyone to get resources, like at the time when I was starting. So I was like, why not learn it, you know? And so that's when I started dissecting information about tuning, EFI tuning. I got into it, learning it, and I mean, it was a process. It took me 2-3 years just to gather all the information, talk to a bunch of people. I mean, there's a lot of information you have to dissect, like I said. A lot of false information on the internet, especially Subarus. You look it up, they're gonna say winglands, head gaskets, you know, weak transmission. That's true for sure, but everything else it ain't that bad. But that's how I started, and here we are today, 15 years later. I'm still messing with these two.
What you think about this Subaru here, man?
It's actually not bad. It's pretty clean. Looks like it's been taken care of for the most part. I mean, on the surface level, like we're saying. Internally, I don't know what the condition is and how it's been taken care of. You know, it seems pretty clean so far. You know, it's got some mods in it. You know, your basic intake bolts on, simple stuff. You know, it's got a boost controller. Pretty fun. It's a fun daily driver setup and easy to go back to stock for smog. So
the only thing that I noticed that it does have those.
That bolt is not right too.
Oh yeah? It's supposed to be tighter or what?
That's not even the right bolt. That's the inlet bolt that goes right here.
Oh.
I'll swap it out for the actual 12 in a bit.
Oh, it's loose too.
That's loose too.
Oh my god, dude. This is why we need a pro. To me, that looks normal.
People overlook a lot of things on these type of cars because once they look at it, it's like, holy crap, where's everything? You know?
Yeah.
It's literally in your face. So.
Yeah, I would have just kept on driving. I don't even know what that's loose. Okay, so basically what I kind of want to do is mainly, like you said, thermostat, the water pump, timing belts,
components,
and the valve cover gaskets on both sides, I guess, you know, because I know it's leaking for sure, because I do see some smoke in the morning, you know, when it warms up.
The timing stuff, it's not too bad, but the valve cover, it's kind of a pain in the ass on this car.
Especially on this side here, I could tell.
Yeah, that side's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, all these hoses right here.
One thing too, if you're gonna drive for a long time, I probably would recommend getting OEM caps. I don't know what brand that is. I don't know what this is too.
Yeah.
And Subarus are pretty, in a way, they're pretty picky with the whole cooling system.
Oh, okay.
The way it purges and stuff.
Okay. So recommend changing to
OEM. It's just a round cap. Okay. It's a higher pressure cap, and then expansion tank. It's a 2-year cap like that.
Okay.
Zip ties. Zip ties very important. Zip ties for vacuum lines, alright? Especially if you're gonna take a long drive.
Yeah, okay.
It means so heat. So
you do recommend me to zip tie these right here?
Yeah, just zip tie where they go into the arms.
Alright, I could do that too. So.
Cables could be a little bit adjusted.
Yeah, it's kind of loose.
It's a little bit loose, just a little bit too much weight. Oh, okay. So it just may make your throttle feel a little sloppy.
Alright guys, so I did not even know that Subaru has a transmission dipstick here. Because you know, usually for Hondas and other stuff, you'll check the transmission fluid under the car with your finger, the 2 bolts. But with this, there's actually a dipstick here, and I just barely checked it. Definitely.
Let's check what kind of tune they have on there. Probably just off the shelf. Oh, stage 2 electronic boost controller. Yeah, so for feedback, well, actually for fine learning, at it.
Oh.
Because there's on the access port, it doesn't show you, but on the software I use, you can. It's called learning view, so it just tells you from 0 to 7,000 RPMs or whatever RPM you have it set to, and all the engine low range that tells you all the fine learning, knock corrections. So, like I said, with the access port, you're limited to only 6 parameters to view
What's going on?
So, yeah, the important one I usually look at is fuel corrections. With that air correction one, it tells you a lot.
Yeah.
If you have a vacuum leak going on, it won't be close to 0. So you want it to be very, very minimal corrections. A lot of times when you have mechanical issues, that guy will be pretty awful. Or if you have a different intake on it's not tuned for, your corrections will be really off too.
So right now it's at 78, 10, 1.52. That's
Negative.
pretty normal.
Yeah,
It's like negative.
So the range for that, it's OEM, I think they call for like probably less than 10%, plus or minus 10. But you always want, the closer it is to 0, the better it is. And when you gotta remember too, when you go into boost, it goes from closed loop, which is when the ECU is making fueling corrections, to open loop. So on these cars, so when it goes into open loop, that's gonna be 0 out. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's where the wideband comes into play.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean that's a whole another video. If you want. It's accurate up to down to like 11.1 or something like that.
Yeah.
But then on the Subarus, the way they have the O2 sensor installed right at the exhaust manifold.
Yeah.
Once you flip it, it's already in the 11 reading, so it's not accurate down to that. So that's where the wideband comes into play.
I see.
Yeah, it's definitely better than all the cheap crap they got nowadays.
Yeah, the line's right here.
Oh, okay. I see.
You told me to do a 3-piece right here? Is that
Yeah, just put T on there.
the T right there. Oh, you got the T now.
Yeah, so we can plumb this up, see if that gauge still works. So.
Okay.
There we go. It works.
Yeah.
You got a working boost gauge now. Nice. Hell yeah.
Cool, man. So right now you're just reading all the...
Yeah, just changing the parameters to see a couple things that
Okay.
will tell us kind of how it's driving.
Okay.
So on these cars, when you're running like a stock tune or the older COD maps, this is a multiplier right here.
Yeah.
The DAM.
Yeah.
Called DAM or Dynamic Advanced Multiplier. So that's a multiplier that it pretty much tells you if the ECU is happy, the engine's happy. So it maxes out on the O2 to O5s at 16 as your highest value, highest multiplier. So when you, by default, stock and cob, motor, base maps, which this one is, it resets at 12. So it'll take some time to get up to 16. The TDO4 and the 2.0 makes it real fun,
Yeah.
because it spools up real fast.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We're at 16. It took that amount of short driving to get us 16. So
Basically, you just reset it and went.
yeah. Okay, so pretty much reset it. Let's do a quick drive like how we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Bring the RPMs up, kind of accelerate through. I mean, that's just light throttle right now.
Wow. Okay.
All that type of stuff on the stock boost control system. So.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. So there you have it. I came by here, like I said earlier, 5 birds, 1 stone. We got knocked out. So now my next step is just to basically look at my calendar, see what my time frame is, and hit up Kevin and hopefully get into his schedule and get the car going mid-February, late February maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll go from there. And if you're in California or anywhere and he wants a professional look at your Subaru, be sure to hit up Kevin. I'll leave his Facebook link in the description. So scroll down, look at it. All right. Any last words, Kevin?
Pretty much cover it all, So we'll see you in February. Get parts sorted out, and then
We'll go from there.
The whole schedule, the whole deal. So.
All right. Sounds good. So all I can say is that definitely it's a whole different feel for this car, and so I'm loving it. I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen in the next few months when I take it back to Kevin and we're gonna do some maintenance and some tuning to this car, getting ready for my long trips and stuff to like Washington, Oregon. This car is definitely gonna be for my traveling, doing photography work and just going out there. Today definitely it's a game changer. Definitely, you know, check out Kevin, and if you have a Subaru that needs help on it, he's definitely the guy to talk to. Really nice guy. And so I'll catch you guys on the next video when we do more updates on this car. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys.